What's going on, guys? Today I want to do a full day of eating with you guys. So I got a couple of requests to do so, and I want to get this out a lot sooner to you guys, but unfortunately, life's been pretty hectic and I just really haven't had the opportunity to do so. So luckily today I have a full day off, so I have the opportunity to share this all with you guys, what I typically eat in a day. And right now with my current diet, our goal is to get big, get strong, build some tissue, build some muscle. So that is way more enjoyable than dieting down for most people. And so I think you guys are really gonna enjoy this. I hope you guys can take away from this, either tweak it or run with it as you'd like. And hopefully you guys can make some gains as well. So I'm still eating 5 meals a day, 2 to 4 hours apart. And let's get into it. So meal 1 is actually going to be 6 whole eggs, 3 whole English muffins, and 8 fluid ounces of orange juice. So I'm currently eating about 4,500 calories a day. So we just started to, have an off-season diet, push food a little bit, but my body's just been growing, really. I'm up 40 pounds now from the stage, which is great. And I still have a few months left to grow. So we still got a lot of time. We're about halfway through the off-season. So we're gonna get big, we're gonna get strong. We've already been moving some serious weight, so I'm really happy with how everything's been going. But the shit works. So happy to share this with you all. And so a big lesson that I learned actually, and I shared this in my last video, is use PAM for everything. And you don't use any oil. Oil is very calorically dense. So it's a good way to, essentially cut out excess calories, because it's tough to track your oil, and so you're literally measuring a tablespoon as you put it in. Versus PAM, I don't know how the hell this shit works, but 0. Fat goose egg, no calories in this. So it makes it way easier to track your calories, because it's just one thing less you have to track. You're pouring a tablespoon, measuring your oil every time, it's just a pain in the ass. So big fan of PAM. It also doesn't taste any different, and it's way more efficient, so PAM, you got my support. So the coach put me onto that. That wasn't my doing. Bang. 6 eggs in the pan. For seasoning lately, what I've been putting on my eggs is the Everything Bagel seasoning. This right here. It's fantastic. Usually after it's done, toss it on there. So next we'll measure up our 8 fluid ounces of OJ here. Shake this up. Hopefully we have 8 ounces left. It's getting pretty light here. Oh, we are chilling. We're chilling. I mean, that's a sin. Look at that. Whatever. Checked it on in class. Here we go. This here is meal 1. So 8 ounces of OJ, 6 whole eggs, 3 whole English muffins. We're looking at 890 calories here, 99 grams of carbs, 53 grams of protein, and 33 grams of fat. So that is our meal 1. And with my meal 1, I also like to take my vitamins in the day. So I take biotin. It's just good for I'm growing my hair out, so it's good for hair growth and your skin. Then I take a men's multivitamin and then some fish oil. So this is really the one that you want to be taking when you're growing. Helps with your joints and just overall organ function and everything. So this is the one that coach has me take when I'm growing. And then we switched it up to the L-carnitine and the green tea extract where we were in prep last year when we were cutting and burning fat. Those are more fat burners, it's good for metabolism. And this is oil, it's more fatty, so it's kind of on the other ends of fats. So we'll take these pills. Okay, and then, so this is the best part for this meal. This sriracha mayo is incredible. I put this nearly on everything. And I mean, it's the off season, so I can right now, but still it's not too heavy. And it's got great flavor. So my buddy put me onto this. And so I put on my eggs like so. And I drizzle a little bit of ketchup with it, and it hits, man. I can't like explain it. And what's funny is like, and there's never like a ketchup on eggs guy, or person, I would say. And then like lately, like this off season, I've been loving it. So I guess like, you know, your taste buds change as you get older, you just acquire new things. But yeah, so this is meal one right here. About 900 calories with the sauces and everything. And I'm gonna eat this, and I'll see you guys back at meal two. All right, so we are back with meal number two. So this is gonna consist of a third cup of cream of rice, 25 grams of carbs from some frozen fruit, 2 scoops of protein powder, and then 32 grams of peanut butter, or essentially 2 tablespoons. So that's what we're whipping up here. And so I'm kind of making it the same way that Wesley Visters does, the way that I did in my last video, the one day out, where essentially we're gonna go ahead, heat up this cream of rice. So I've been making it in the pot. I think it's way better than the microwave. You get a much, you know, better consistency every time, at least I feel. So we have the third cup cream of rice in there. This is what we're rocking with today, because unfortunately I'm out of the Elevate brand, which is by far the best cream of rice, in my opinion. The cookie batter one is incredible. So we're using just regular, plain, straight from the grocery store cream of rice. Go ahead, add some water there, heat it on up. This is actually my favorite meal of the day. Either this one or the meal 4 that I do, which is basically the same, another cream of rice dish, but it's essentially half a cup of cream of rice, and then you get a quarter cup or 55 grams roughly of dark chocolate chips and some banana. So I put a slice of banana, toss it in there, chocolate chips, cream of rice, and like melts the chocolate, which is really good. But I would say that these cream of rice meals, just because they're so easy to make, so easy to get down, and like, you know, just, you know, the fruit, the chocolate is just great. So I would say these are probably my favorite meals. So I'm actually gonna bring you guys on over here. We'll whip this up together. So what I like to do here is that I use the same spoon and less utensils. I get the peanut butter going. We have 32 grams of peanut butter. So mix this all together with a little bit of water. I'm gonna put a little bit too much water in here. Yeah, see, it's a little runny. It's okay though. Go ahead, we mix our protein on up like this, because we're gonna pour this on top of everything else. So, all right, 25.2 grams of carbs. So here we go. Best part about the app, we hit save, and bang. We have it all right there. So this meal, this is what we're looking at right here for later. So then we'll go ahead, once this is done here, the cream rice, we'll pour this on over that. It's just like that. And because it's hot and you pour it over the frozen fruit, it actually cools it down and it also warms up the fruit. So you don't get a brain freeze from eating the frozen fruit. That's the key to the frozen fruit, because it kind of balances it out. So it's much more enjoyable to eat. And the last touch here, we pour the protein right on top. So usually it's more like a syrupy kind of consistency, but unfortunately I wasn't really paying attention. I added too much water. So good thing is we get to try again later with meal 4. Final touch. So we salt all of our meals. Sodium is very good for water retention, muscle fullness. So you salt all your meals, and then it's also now an acquired taste. I actually enjoy it. I like the sweet with the saltiness. But all right, so here we are. So like I said before, we got a third cup cream of rice, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, 2 scoops of protein, and then 185 grams of frozen fruit. We're looking at just under 800 calories there. 756 exactly. That's 85 grams of carbs, 62 grams of protein, and 18 grams of fat. So this is meal number 2 on the day. Alrighty, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and eat this. I'll see you back in meal 3. We're back meal number 3. So this meal essentially is going to be 8 ounces of chicken breast, along with 400 grams of cooked rice, so 400 grams weighed after you cook it, and then 90 grams of green vegetables. So I actually had already gone ahead and made it just because it's kind of a long process, kind of boring, so I figured save some time. I'll just go ahead and get it together. Essentially I have the rice cooker. Put the rice in this rice cooker here, and assuming if you don't have one, you should get one. It's absolutely life-changing. Essentially you just put the dry rice in there, add a little bit of water, flick the switch, and come back in like 15-20 minutes. You got rice made perfectly for you. And making real rice, like real jasmine rice or like basmati rice, is way better than like minute rice or like ready to eat rice. Like I ate that all throughout college. I didn't know any better. Then once I started eating like real rice, like I now just go to the grocery store and I buy like a 20-pound bag of rice. Look at this thing, it's the size of meat, huge. But this is like 20-30 bucks and lasts me forever, and it's way better. Like way better rice, tastes way better for you. That's just like good old real rice. And rice just tastes like cardboard after you have that. So if you ever get like Chinese food, it's like a sticky rice. That's essentially what this is like. And it's so freaking good, man. Especially coming out of the rice cooker. And then to cook the chicken, I actually have this awesome toaster oven here. This thing's fucking sick. So that's got like a setting. What I want to cooperate that is. So anyways, it's got this roast setting here. I turn it on roast. I put it on like 425 for 30 minutes. And then I just throw my chicken on like the small sheet pan comes with this thing. I throw it in there and then I just hit start. And just that's it. That's all it is. And then bang. Come back 30 minutes later. Chicken is cooked perfectly. It's nice and moist. It's got water in it. It's not like dried out or anything like that. Way better than how I'd cook it in a pan, I think. When you make chicken in an oven, it's way juicier, way more tender, has a lot more flavor. So that's a huge hack for me. And then, before I put it in there, I put it on a cutting board, right? I trim it all up, and then before I put it on that pan, I hit that pan with Pam, of course, spit it all down, and then I actually season my chicken with this Thundering Longhorn Brisket Burgers seasoning. I've been using this lately on everything, pretty much like my chicken. Actually, not everything, because the eggs have been doing everything seasoning, but I use this on my chicken, I use this on my ground beef from meal 5, and it's great. It's almost like a taco seasoning kind of vibe, but I've really been enjoying this. So that's essentially how I prep it. Trim the chicken, season it, pan on the pan, throw it on the pan, and put it in the toaster, oven, or toaster oven. And voila. And the green beans I just throw in a pot, steam it quick. It takes like 2 minutes. Just put a little bit of water in that pot, bring it up to a boil, and then bang, you're done. Pull it off, drain out the water, and you're steamed, ready to go. So that is how you would make meal 3. And then, as I was saying before, the wonderful, delicious sriracha mayo. I put the shit literally on everything. That we are going to layer on top of this. Drizzle. And then sometimes I also would do this plus regular sriracha, but I'm actually out of the regular sriracha. And I just went to the store. And you know how it goes, whenever you go to the store, there's always one thing you forget. How hard you try. And unfortunately, it was a sriracha for me today. Which sucks, so this is what it is. But alright, so this is meal 3. Okay, so here we go. Meal 3, you got 8 ounces of chicken, 400 grams of cooked rice, 90 grams of green vegetables. We are looking at about 900 calories. We're looking at 879 calories. That's 113 grams of carbs, 80 grams of protein, and 8 grams of fat. What's the focus? Yeah, so it's about another 900 calories here. But, alright, so meal 3, I'm going to attack this, and this is meal 4. Meal number 4 of the day here. So this is going to be that other cream of rice meal that I mentioned before, meal number 2. So I've actually already gone ahead and cooked this up in the pot on the stove. So we got half a cup of cream of rice here in this bowl. And now with this one, we're going to do a banana and a 1/4 cup of chocolate chips. We got the Ghirardelli chocolate chips here. What a beautiful sight. The gas, these are like pure dark chocolate. Here we are. We get the chocolate chips going now on top. Put these right on top of the cream of rice. So that way it melts. That's the best part, when you get these to melt. So good. So here we go. Oop. Just like so. So I peel the one side off the banana. I just take my spoon. I just simply just slice it up right out of the peel, just like this. Bang. Look at that. The chocolate chips are already melting. And then we'll go ahead and whip up the protein. Let's get it right this time for you guys, so you guys can see what I actually want it to look like. Just a little bit of water. I only have 2 scoops of protein here. Okay, here we go. All right, there we go. Much thicker than last time. Looks more like almost like a cake batter. It looks way more thick here. So now we'll take this, and just simply pour this on top, like a chocolate kind of syrup. The sweet with the saltiness, and salting all our meals. So go ahead and crack some salt on top. All right, so meal number 4 right here. This is probably actually my favorite meal of the day. I think this one's better. Just chocolate chips, banana, goated combo. All right, so we here are looking at 846 calories total, 120 grams of carbs, 58 grams of protein, and 18 grams of fat. So let's like that. Yeah, I can't wait to eat this. This is literally like eating dessert. So then obviously when you have different flavor like cream of rice and protein, you can get really crafty with it, and you can make a whole bunch of different shit. So this is really good. I owe probably like all my gains to cream of rice. Absolutely love it. Easy meal to make. You know, I put that together in like 5 minutes there, and you know, really good for you. So I'm gonna tackle this, and then we have one more meal left in the day. So I will see you guys back for meal number 5 in just a bit. All right, guys. So we are back with our final meal of the day, meal number 5. This one is gonna consist of 8 ounces of ground beef, 9-10. 400 grams of cooked rice again, and another 90 grams of green vegetables. So I stocked up on green beans, so it's gonna be green beans again today. So go ahead and let's get started. Ham it up. I preheated the pan, so that, as you can see, it's already steaming a little bit there. And then here we go, we got our 90-10 ground beef right here. I'm good at eyeballing this stuff now, so I would say that this right here, I bet you, is gonna be pretty damn close, if not spot on, to 8 ounces. So we'll see in a little bit. Because raw is different than cooked, because when it's raw, it has a lot more water in it. So that looks like it's a lot more than when you cook it. So We get the pan going, we get the pot heating up. Don't really necessarily need to preheat the pot, but I was like, you know, I have that going, so I might as well heat that up. Pour just a little bit of water in here. You guys can barely even see it, but see I have not a lot at all, because the less water you have, the faster it will boil, faster it'll heat up. Go ahead and season. Let's see how close we were. This is probably about like 10, 11 ounces, honestly. 8. Still feel about 10 ounces, so I went a little over, but it's okay. Not a big deal. So now we're just waiting on this rice. Let's see if we can do this without making a mess. So here we are, this is meal number 5. We have 400 grams of cooked rice with 8 ounces of ground beef, 90-10, and underneath all that we got 90 grams of green vegetables. We're looking at a total here of 905 calories. That consists of 113 grams of carbs, 54 grams of protein, and 22 grams of fat. So it looks just like that. And then now that we have our full day plugged in here, we're looking at about 4,300 calories. So that's obviously before like any sauces and whatnot. So say we add a couple hundred calories, we're eating about 4,500 calories a day. This is the diet that's got me from 230 to 244 now. I actually just weighed in yesterday at my check-in at, I weighed in at 242 at my check-in on Tuesday. I've actually gained a little bit of weight so far this week, which is great. So I weighed in this morning at 244. This diet has got me from 230 to 244. My body's just continued to grow and just add mass. So we haven't started to really push food yet because it's working. So just gonna continue to eat this. And then also when I'm at the gym, I have now also been taking some intra-workout. And I'll talk to you guys about that. So some intra-workout. Here we are with the raw intra-workout. So what this is essentially carbs that I'm taking as I work out. It's basically like you're giving your body some more carbs, some more energy as you work out. More specifically, you're looking at like the cluster dextrin in here. Essentially, it's like you're just taking more energy as you're working out. So what that looks like is I'm taking a scoop of intra-workout. On light days, it's a scoop and a half, as well as some creatine. I did 2 scoops of creatine, which is 10 grams. So we ate 10 grams of creatine, a scoop or a scoop and a half each leg of intra-workout, as well as some EAAs in there. I got 10 grams of EAAs that I also consume. That's what I put in my shaker bottle every workout. So these 3 is what my workout shakes or drink water. My workout water shake is looking like. For my pre-workout stack, this is what I've been taking so far. The Pump Squared. I swear by this stuff ever since my first video ever made. I am telling you, this shit is awesome. You get a sick pump, you feel super full, your veins are vascular, popping out of your fucking body. This thing's awesome. I swear by it, Pump Squared. Beta-alanine also helps with the pump. A lot of the pre-workout, this is what is giving you that pump in each lift. So it's the beta-alanine. I do an extra scoop of this. That's why I have this pure in its pure form, the straight beta-alanine. I put that as well on top of my pre-workout that also consists of it. And I feel really full. I feel great in the gym. I've been loving it. And then this is the latest and greatest investment that I have made. Raw came out with the grape essential pre. This shit is fantastic. Probably the best tasting pre I've ever had. In my opinion, I absolutely love it. It tastes just like a grape popsicle. This shit is fantastic. But this also has 3.2 grams per scoop of beta-alanine in it. So 2 scoops of this is what I take. I'm looking at 6.4 grams of beta-alanine, as well as a scoop of pure beta-alanine. And so that's why I probably feel super full, super vascular, super tight when I work out. So this shit is awesome. Highly recommend it. If you do get any of this stuff, please use code ROBFLANS for 10% off. It also helped me out, and I really appreciate that. Also, let me know if you do use my code, because I'd love to reach out to you personally. Thank you. Or if you do post on Instagram or your stories, I'd love to repost it and say thank you that way as well. So that would be my full day of eating. I'm gonna go ahead and tackle that meal 5, of course. That'll be it for the night. That'll be the last thing that I consume. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys, learned from, this video here, are able to, run with what I'm eating at the moment and just adapt to your schedule. Or if you want to, kind of work with that in terms of like eating times, eat 2 or 4 hours apart. Or kind of just, swap out some protein, swap out some carbs, like potatoes for rice, pasta for rice, something like that. Feel free, but, happy to share the wealth of knowledge with you guys. This has been a great diet for me. Right now, it's the perfect amount of food for me, so I've been really happy with it. I've been seeing great results with it as well. Feeling stronger, getting bigger, getting stronger, moving some weight. Lifting is way more fun, because, it's like anything. Like, the first time you start lifting, I was getting stronger. That's what makes me really enjoy the gym. And seeing the results, and so it all comes down to diet, all comes down to food. Bodybuilding, from what I've learned so far in my 1.5 years of doing this, it's like 90% diet. 90% diet, proper training, and recovery. So as long as you are getting your meals in, being pretty, being strict and disciplined with it, and then you're also training hard, training to failure, and then you're also giving your body the rest that it needs, you're gonna grow. Like it's as simple as that. And then over time, we're gonna gradually add some more food, and then go from there. So we're gonna eat that for a while, and then kind of adapt and go as it comes. So I'll be happy to share that with you guys as well when I do get my next diet. And obviously, then when I'm in prep, I'd love to share more nutrition with you guys, because it definitely is a huge part, probably the biggest part in bodybuilding. So the training is fun, way more fun to watch than this, but here we are. So anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. Happy to share this full day eating with you all. Hope you all enjoy it. And just want to thank you all again for your support. Like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Have a great night.